Good evening, Ankita ji. How are you? How are you? I am fine, thank you. Mm, Lubna, how are you? Long time no see, no coffee, no tea. I miss you. You have long age, like long life. I was, uh, I was remembering you and your family just like 2 hours back. Okay, nice. Same here. Nice to talk to you again. So we are going to have a chit chat. No questions. Great. Okay, what is the significance if two people have Atmakarka at the same degree, in the same sign, in the same nakshatra? Mm, it can indicate they can have same destination in life, okay, where they are supposed to reach. It can be similar, not same, but similar, like destination. And also, if they are connected with each other, if they are two people, those two people are related to each other as a friend or as a relationship and all, it shows that they can help each other in their like mutual path. Okay, they can support each other in their destination, reaching their destination. That shows. Okay. uh, Atmakarka at same. It can even be like more prominent if Atmakarka is the same planet. Okay, if both have Saturn as Atmakarka at the same degree, in the same sign, in the same nakshatra and all, or Sun as Atmakarka. Okay, sorry. Hmm. Moon and Jupiter are the Atmakarka and Revati nakshatra. Right. So it is like they both are teaching oriented planets, teaching, guiding, counseling, consulting kind of work. And Revati is like spirituality, creativity, and all, wealth, finance. So it can show like they can support each other's path, or they can be like doing business together. That is also a possibility if they both are connected somehow. Okay, as a friend, as a colleague or partner, and all. So that is a possibility. But it shows like similar destination. Okay. Only thing is that Moon and Jupiter are different planets, but they have like similar representations in this matter. Like in matters of career, they both represent like teaching, consulting, guiding people. Okay, nourishing people through knowledge. So that is common for them. Thank you. You're welcome. Hmm. No question. And we can close. If there is no question, we can close for the day. There is no point in sitting like this. So if I don't get any question in next 3 4 minutes, I will close down the session. Okay, great. Lubna, have you ever seen Mars and Saturn in the seventh house giving good results in relationship? Uh, Not Mars and Saturn, but if I remember well, I've seen like Mars in Capricorn in the seventh house. There, like some good results are there. Good results in the like sustaining relationship and all. Mars in Capricorn ruled by Saturn. So Mars Saturn energy exchange is there. But if Mars Saturn are sitting together in the seventh house, this like two malefics sitting together in any house is very difficult. Okay. One malefic is enough to spoil the show. Two malefics sitting together is like difficult. So this is where relationship can be difficult for the person, uh, and most often it will be difficult. Uh, Retrograde planets are bad karma or deeds. I don't think there is anything like bad karma or good karma. Thinking that you are doing something is enough bad karma. Okay, that is it. So if you feel that you are doing something in this existence, that is enough bad karma. Because everything is happening in this world. No one is doing anything. Okay. So I don't think retrograde planets are bad karma or deeds, nothing like that. It is just that we have some lessons to learn in this life, and retrograde planets or combust planets, they represent those lessons, what we need to learn in this life. Okay. So suppose someone has a Venus retrograde, so they need to learn how to like manage their finances in a better way. They need to learn how to manage their relationship in a better way. That is the lesson they need to learn in this life. Okay. So I won't say that it is bad karma or something. This is the lesson for this life. Retrograde planets in a chart are weaker or stronger. In initial life they can bring some challenges. Okay, if planet is retrograde means reverting back, reflecting back. Okay, so person is thinking back again and again over things related with that planet. Like I have Jupiter retrograde in my chart and Saturn retrograde in my chart, so I can reflect back on my education, my belief system, or my career. Okay, work. So that is where I can reflect back again and again whether I should have taken this education, or I should have taken that education, or I should have gone in this profession, or I should have gone in that profession. Okay, so that there I will reflect back a lot. Okay, and we reflect back only on things where we fail. Okay, we don't reflect back on the things where we are successful. So that shows like retrograde planets in initial life represents where the things where you can find some troubles, and that will make you work hard, and that will make you improve. And then in later life, this the same retrograde planet can become area of your expertise. Like now, my whole work is of Jupiterian nature, of guiding, counseling people, sharing knowledge with the people. Jupiter like work. Okay. So now Jupiter retrograde is fine for me, but in initial life it might have given me troubles. This is the way. I am fine, Samira ji. How are you? Last week I saw some are posting bad comments, but you are calm and cool under adverse condition. What are planet replacement responsible for calmness? Cool. Nothing. They can do what is their evolution level. I should do as per my evolution level. No issues. Okay. When we speak, okay, when we speak, we reflect our level. Okay. So they cannot do anything else. Poor guys, I have all the compassion and sympathy for them. Okay, maybe they will evolve, they will learn, and they will do better things in life. Nothing more than that. Okay, so it rather than planetary placement, I say that it comes from life experiences. Also, meditation helps us in remaining your own self in times of adversities, so that helps for me. Like I always say that this Osho discipleship has been the biggest blessing in my life from 2019 onwards, like when I took a discipleship. After that, whenever I get into troublesome situation, when I don't like someone or I don't like what they did or said to me, I just reflect back and ask myself, why did Osho put me in this position? What he wants me to learn from this situation? So that helps a lot. Okay, so I don't like project on them. I just reflect back that what is the lesson for me in this matter. That's it. Helps. In the dasha of a planet are the houses of those planets sitting with dasha planet also affected, and also their nakshatra placement. Okay, let me read again. In the dasha of a planet are the houses of those planets sitting with dasha planet also affected. Uh, you mean conjunction, and also their nakshatra planets. Okay, understand it like this. Dasha results. First of all, the result is Karaka. Suppose I am going through Jupiter Dasha. So Jupiter is Karaka of knowledge, higher education, and all. So first the result will be of Karaka. Second result will be the house lords, which houses Jupiter rules through Sagittarius and Pisces sign. Third result will be the house where it sits, sign where it sits. Fourth result will be the conjunction. Okay, this is hierarchy. This is like intensity is lessening and going lesser and lesser. Okay, it is reducing. The most intensified result will be the karka. The second level, house lord. Third level is where Jupiter is sitting. Fourth level is the conjunction. So when Jupiter is suppose conjunct with Mars, okay, so it is activating Mars, but it will not activate the Mars ruled houses. It will activate Mars, but it will not activate Mars ruled nakshatras. If I understood your question in a right way, okay. So this is what happens. It will activate Mars, but it will not activate the house it rules or nakshatra it rules. Okay, so that is. Also, then like after conjunction, then also like the nakshatra which Jupiter rules in the same example. Jupiter rules Vishakha, Purubhadra, and Punarvasu. So if I have any planet in Vishakha, Purubhadra, or Punarvasu, those planets will be activated. Finally, the nakshatra in which Jupiter is placed, like I have in Pushya, Pushya Lord is Saturn. Saturn will remain activate throughout this Jupiter dasha, and this is the final like dasha pravesh. The day when Jupiter dasha started, where was Jupiter placed in my chart? That result will be also be like potential, that house related result. Suppose I am starting Jupiter dasha today and Jupiter is in Aries sign. So throughout this Jupiter dasha, I will also get the result of the house or sign where Jupiter is placed today. Uh, on the day when the dasha is beginning. This is This is called the Shapravesh. Uh, right. You're welcome. Saturn transit in 9th house in Aquarius sign, does it suppress the fortune and luck? It is like a person gets the results of his luck after delay, hard work, perseverance. Saturn blocks the results of the luck or fortune factor till like 30, 35 years of age. After that, he can have better luck. Okay, that is the thing with Saturn. Exchange between Mercury and Saturn for Leo natives. Mercury is in the seventh house and Saturn in the seventh house. They both are in seventh house. There is no exchange. If Saturn is in second house, then there is an exchange. Or Saturn is in 11th house, then there is an exchange. Anyways, if Mercury Saturn are together in the seventh house, then like communications can be like hampered in initial life. Okay. Plus relationships can be very difficult for the person. So that is also a like part of like relationship is anyways difficult. When Saturn sits into the seventh house Aquarius, it becomes like more difficult because Saturn is ruling it, Saturn is sitting there. So then this is like very difficult situation for relationship. I heard that Navamsha tells about correct life pathway, how we know our pathway from it, placements, benefic planets in Navamsha, first and ninth house result, a good person and a malefic in those areas bad. Okay, for me, D1 remains the most important. Okay, D1 is the most important chart because all other charts are coming out of your D1 chart only. If you don't have a D1 chart, you cannot even make your D9, D10, and all the charts. Then, as you said, like uh, right life path, that is correct. That is the um, maybe the most accurate definition of D9 chart. It is the chart of right life path. Now, for looking at D9 chart, there is an article. That article can help you on website. But if we just talk about this in this session, so first of all, look at your D1 chart completely. First of all, analyze D1 chart completely for whatever purpose you are looking at. Life path and also ascendant nakshatra, 10th lord position, second and 11th lord position, ninth lord position. These things are indicative of life path. Now go into D9 chart. Look at your ascendant lord and planet in the ascendant in D9 chart, and then come to the D9 sorry ninth house of D1 D9 chart, and look at the planet in the ninth house, the ninth lord position. uh, Right. This much is enough to tell you what is the right life of a person, life path of a person, and whether he will realize in early life or later life. Like many a times it happens, person realizes with delay, like in 30 or 31. Like in my case, after 35, I realized that I should be doing astrology rather than any other career. So that is the thing. So that is also represented by your planets in the like ninth house of D9 chart or D9 chart, like ascendant and all. That is an indication. Right. So first look at D1 chart completely and then go into D9 and other things. Saturn is in second house. Be careful about money matters. Okay, person needs to learn how to save his money. Otherwise, he can have financial problems. Okay, money should be spent very carefully. Mars, fourth house in Pushya Nakshatra in Aries Lagna. What result Mars? It is like difficult dignity. Mars is in Cancer. It is debilitated. So can be having rough relationship with mother. or rough home environment at home. Okay. Also, person should avoid buying real estate on his name. On his name, he can buy on other person's name in the family, but not in his name. So this is a difficult position, especially in early life. Needs to divert or redirect the aggression and anger in positive pursuits like sports or something. Otherwise, it can make someone very angry or aggressive. Mars debilitated. And does the Dasha Pravesh continue despite the planet moving out of that house if the Dasha continues? Right. Dasha Pravesh is like that type of situation. Like if I bring my example, now my Saturn Dasha is starting from 2027. So Saturn will give me the result of the Karaka, the house lords where Saturn sits, then the conjunction, um, nakshatra lord, like Saturn's nakshatras are Anuradha, uh, Pushya, and Uttarbhadra. So if I have any planets there, those planets will be activated, aspects, and the final is like Saturn's nakshatra Purva Falguni. So Venus result, where Venus is placed, that result plus last result is of Dasha Pravesh. So when Saturn Dasha starts 2027 February, Saturn will be in my fifth house Pisces. So throughout the Saturn Dasha of 19 years, I will get like additional result of fifth house Pisces. Okay. Exalted planets give good results, but if that planet aspect or conjunct by malefic planets, and does that good result loss totally or partially? If not, result come with difficulty and delay. We cannot directly say that exalted planets give good results. Like I have written a lot upon like planets, people who have great charts, but they could not do well in their life, and people who had like troublesome charts and they did very well in their life. So we cannot have that judgment or opinion. Okay, good planets, that means good results. Exalted planets, good results. Nothing like that. Okay. Best example is again like Mark David Chapman. Four exalted planets ended up in killing John Lennon. So don't make a generic opinion that exalted planets means good result. Okay. So this is the thing. But if that planet aspect or conjunct by a malefic planet, does that good result loss totally or partially? Now it depends on what is that malefic planet. If it is Saturn, then the good results will be attained after much hard work and delay and perseverance. If it is like Mars, lots of actions and efforts are needed. Proactive approach is needed. If it is Rahu, person should be like going all out of for those results. Person should be very aggressively going for it. Rahu is obsession. Ketu, maybe research is involved or required. Person should research a lot about those matters. And then only he should like plan accordingly to achieve things in that area of life. So this is what happens. Uh, Jupiter and Rahu conjunction in Pisces sign is the native religious or just pretending to be? Either ways. Person can be like spiritual or he can be pretending to be spiritual. Okay, either ways it can happen. You will come to know only by spending time with the person. Okay, then you will come to know the reality. Is being politician fulfills the alignment of Venus Rahu in the 10th house of Cancer? I don't think so. Yeah. As I discussed many a times, like the lower significations tamas, rajas, and sattva. Lower is tamas, and middle level is rajas, and higher level is sattva. Politician is the lowest level. Lowest level you can go in your life. That is politician. Okay. So then, Jasneet ji, how are you? First time on the channel, I think. I hope you like it. Jupiter retrograde in Kritika in Taurus, seventh house. You didn't send any question, but Let's suppose you are asking about the relationship. Jupiter retrograde in seventh house Taurus. So this gives the scenario where the expectations can be very high. Jupiter represents expansion. Okay, so it can expand person's expectation in the relationship. My partner will bring this also, bring that also, bring that also, and that anyways he is bringing. Okay, that he or she. Okay, so that is first thing with Jupiter in seventh house Taurus. Second is because of those expectations, now partner is unable to fulfill it. Okay, and that is where the person will reflect back. Retrograde means reflecting back. Person will reflect back what went wrong. What did I do wrong in this relationship? And it will be good if person realizes that okay, my expectations were too high, so that in future they can have minimum expectations and all, and they can have a better relationship. Also it may make them reflect back upon their education, like what type of education they should have taken, what type of education they should not have taken, what type of guru they may want in their life. Teachers, okay, were my teachers good enough? Okay, they taught me right things or wrong things? Okay, person will think back a lot. Religion, philosophy, belief system, person will reflect back a lot upon these things. Plus Taurus is the sign of wealth and assets, so person is thinking back a lot. Okay, money. Like how much money I should have? I should have like more money, or yeah, this is enough. So lots of reflections are going on in these areas. Okay, great. I'm happy that you like the channel or love the channel. Karthik. Although Saturn is Karaka for profession, Uh, some persons having exalted Saturn lose jobs, some persons having debilitated Saturn gain job. That's what I'm saying. We cannot have a generic opinion in the astrology. Astrology is very vast. Okay. Uh, Exalted planets can make someone killer, or debilitated planets can make someone very hardworking. So, strange things happen in this world. As politician, not to work under anyone is it fulfills the alignment of malefic planet in the 10th house. Politician also works under other people. In the beginning, they have to work under other people only. Okay, in all the political parties. No one becomes like president or prime minister on the first day of his being politician. Okay. So, anyways, as I said, it is the lowest level of use of your potential, anyone's potential, being a politician. Yeah, there cannot be worse use than this. Trikona Drashti, 120-degree aspects. Okay. Thus, for all planets are considering in predictions, sir, other than Jupiter, Venus, Rahu aspects. Fifth, ninth aspect are only for Jupiter, Rahu, and Ketu, as I understand. Other planets don't have these trikona aspects, trine aspects. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Moon, they have only seventh aspect, opposite house from their position. And this Saturn, Saturn, Mars have special aspects. Saturn has third and tenth, and Mars has fourth and the eighth, and Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu have fifth and ninth aspect. Yeah, they work. Actors also work under directors. Yeah, they work. I don't say that they don't work. Mm, so apart from business, there is no option to align with malefic in 10th house, right, sir? Yeah, it is most probable. Like if malefic planets in the 10th house, then better to go for your own work, okay, your own business rather than anything else. Do we consider Dasha Pravesh results for Antardasha planets too? Yeah, we can do so, but that is the difference between Mahadasha and Antardasha. Mahadasha comes for a very long time. Okay, 16 years Jupiter. So if person is going through a good time, he is going through for like 16 years. Uh, Saturn 19 years, Venus 20 years. So like person feels that he is either going through a very good time or he is going through very challenging time. Okay, that is the person feels it. In Antardashas, what is happening? That Antardasha is coming for 2 years. Okay, even we say like maximum is 3 years. Jupiter Venus Dasha 3 years long. Jupiter Saturn Dasha 3.5 years. So it is for only for 2 3 years time period. You will not feel that much of result. The potential or intensity will be very less. Okay, will be for a very less time period. So that is where Mahadasha planet or Mahadashas of any planet, they set up the stage for anything major in life, major change, because that change is coming for like 15 or to 20 years. Antardasha can also bring change or can also bring good or bad events, but that is only for 2 years, couple of years time. Many a times Antardasha is only for 1 year. Okay, so only for 1 year time period. So that is where the the potential is lost. Okay, that is why we like prefer saying these concepts for Mahadasha. We can utilize for Antardasha also, but the potential is very less. Does Rahu Ketu have consider Lord of houses like Aquarius and Scorpion? In that period, those houses activating. And yeah, Rahu Ketu are lords of Aquarius and Scorpion. If their dashas are going on, then these two houses or signs are active. I heard about Rahu have its 12th house aspect. Is that true? I haven't tried it, so I cannot say anything about it. Okay, whether Rahu has 12th aspect or not. What I use is 5th and ninth. I don't even use the 7th. 7th is there, but only theoretically there. Maturity age, Saturn is more compared to Jupiter than how Jupiter runs the show in later lives. Because in early life, Saturn runs the show and makes us do hard work. Okay. So early life is all about hard work. It makes us do hard work. Then we start getting better results from that hard work. Okay. And I didn't say that Jupiter runs the show in the later life. I never said that. I don't remember I ever said that. If I use these words, I use for Saturn. Okay. Saturn is Saturn is always running the show in astrology. There is no exception to it. Okay. In considering Mars aspect, fourth aspect good, seventh aspect opposite, not good effect, eighth aspect result problems. changes is that way we can get that. Fourth aspect is where we like to control things because fourth house is the house of land. Okay. Seventh aspect is where we try to we or other people feel that we are dominating them. And eighth aspect is of the changes, okay, of transformations. Okay, eighth aspect is considered as the most malefic for Mars. As you said, Jupiter Saturn conjunction in seventh house aspects Lagna and making native fatty in later life. Due to later life, Jupiter runs the show. I I don't remember saying so that Jupiter will run the show at any point of time if it is sitting with Saturn. Okay, Saturn is always running the show. It is just that Saturn gives its results more so in like before 35. It makes us do all the hard work, and then we start getting the like better results of Jupiter. Because of that hard work, we start reaping the results of that hard work with Saturn. What we said, what I remember saying in this matter is only in the matters of health. Okay, not for whole life, for everything else. So in early life, Saturn is keeping this person not so fat. Saturn represents restrictions, contractions. So maybe in early life they are very slim, and once Saturn maturity age is over, then Jupiter starts giving the results. But Jupiter cannot be fully giving results at any point of time when it is being with Saturn. It is just that we get used to Saturn. Okay, it is just that. Once we are in 30 or 30, mid 30s, we are just used to Saturnine energy. That okay, anyways, we have to work hard, we have to like persevere, then we will get the result. So Saturn is Saturn, but just that we are more matured. It is, as I always say, it is never a maturity age of planet, it is maturity age of the person matures around that time. This is done. Let's think Jupiter and Venus Sun conjunction in a certain sign. Does Jupiter Dasha or Jupiter Anta Dasha does have impacts of Sun and Venus too, sir? Uh, if it impacts Lord houses of Sun and Venus will be activated, but not houses of Sun and Venus. Difference between exalted Saturn aspect on Lagna from 7th house and debilitated Saturn aspects Lagna from the seventh house. If ever you want to make any distinction of Saturn, make it like this. There are 12 signs. Saturn is difficult for everyone. All the 12 signs, whether Saturn is in Aries or Pisces, doesn't matter. Saturn is difficult for everyone. That is general rule. It is more difficult for Saturn in Cancer, Saturn in Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio. That's it. For everyone, it is bad. For these four people, it is worse. For everyone else, it is challenging. For these four people, it is more challenging. Okay. So Saturn in Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, they are more challenging positions rather than Saturn in Taurus or Libra. Saturn in Libra is also challenging. Okay, you will find most divorces or separations or breakups happening with Saturn in Libra people, because Saturn represents your challenges and Libra is the sign of relationship. So having a balanced or sustained relationship is their biggest challenge. Is there any relationship between moon transit or its transiting nakshatra in a person and their romance or sexual desires? Yeah, we can say so. Okay, like especially where during full moon or new moon time, you will do wood if there is a book, Hidden Mysteries of Osho. Okay, in Hindi you can find in Jyotish, just search on Osho on astrology. You will find this book. Okay, so in that he says that it is recorded fact that people get people get mad most times. Most number of people get mad or lunatic on full moon day. Okay, full moon day, that is the time where most people are reported to have like lunacy and all that. That is one thing. So what you are saying is also correct. If like a moon is transiting through someone's 8th house or 12th house, or someone having moon transit in Purva Falguni, or it is transiting over Venus, or for someone, desires can be very high on that day. Okay, and it requires a great deal of awareness to uh, handle those situations. Okay. Right. A person with such Saturn in Aries, Scorpio, Leo, how to mitigate worsen Saturn? Be proactive. Just that. Okay, the example of proactiveness. As I said, my Saturn Dasha is starting in 2027. Okay, so it's still like 4 years' time, or we can say 3.5 years' time. It is starting in February 2007, 2027. February 2027, and I'm working for that from 2015 onwards. I'm working with Saturn Dasha, keeping in mind the Saturn Dasha. That Saturn is coming in 2027. Saturn also represents illness, diseases. I will be around 50 years of age by that time. So maybe Saturn can bring some illnesses to me. So before that, I should have enough resources with me. I should save enough money for me. So even if I have some major illness, I will be able to sail through. So this type of proactive approach is needed to deal with the Saturn. Not you cannot just say that okay, let Saturn Dasha come, then I will start working and all. Then too late. Saturn will take you for a ride. So Saturn needs this proactive approach. You're welcome. Thank you and wish you the same. See how quickly you made the judgment. That is what I am saying. Saturn is challenging for everyone. It is more challenging for these two people, these four people. Saturn in Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio. So, other people also need to be proactive. These people need to be more proactive. Right. Uh, so, I think we are done. Let me know if there is any further question. Great. Thank you. Let's meet next week.